Hi everyone and welcome back to Mandarin Pod for Children. I'm Grace, your host and Mandarin learning coach. To protect speakers' privacy and enhance audio quality, some or all voices in this episode are created with AI assistance. The content is inspired by real-life classroom experiences of the eChinese Learning teaching team. Today's episode is for every parent who has tried everything: apps, workbooks, classes, YouTube videos, and yet nothing seems to stick. Your child starts off strong, but after a few weeks, they lose interest. You switch to something new and the cycle repeats. If you're nodding along, this episode is for you. Joining me today is Marcus, a father of two from Toronto. His 7-year-old son Ethan has been learning Mandarin on and off for nearly 2 years, but staying consistent has been their biggest struggle. Marcus, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Grace. Honestly, I feel like I'm the poster parent for inconsistency. We've switched platforms and tutors at least 5 times. My son knows what Mandarin means, but I'm not sure he knows it's a real language anymore.
You're not alone. I talk to so many parents in your shoes. Let's rewind. What first got you interested in having Ethan learn Mandarin?
My wife and I both work in international tech. We've seen firsthand how valuable Mandarin is. Neither of us speak it, but we wanted Ethan to grow up with more options, more curiosity about the world. We thought, why not start early? We tried a cute language app first. Ethan loved it for about a week.
Ah, the honeymoon period. Motivation is high, everything feels new and fun, but then what?
Then he got bored. He said the games were too easy. So we tried online tutoring, different company. It was fine, but after a while he said it felt like school and didn't want to do it after real school. So we switched again. And again. We even bought a Mandarin songbook and tried singing together. That lasted maybe 3 days.
I'm smiling not because it's funny, but because this is so common. Many parents think if the method isn't working, they need a new method. But often the issue isn't the tool, it's the rhythm.
Exactly. And the more we switched, the less Ethan trusted the process. He'd say, "Is this another thing we're gonna quit?"
That's such a revealing comment. Children notice inconsistency even when they don't verbalize it. And without stable structure, the language feels like a passing hobby instead of a meaningful skill.
Right. So I started asking myself, how can we make this something we do, not just something we try?
That question is gold. So what did you come up with?
We did a full reset. We picked one program we liked, not perfect, but solid, and committed to it for 90 days. No switching. No upgrades. Just showing up. We scheduled 2 sessions a week at the same time. Then we added one family activity every weekend, also at the same time, sometimes a video, sometimes a game, even a Chinese snack taste test. The big rule: no Mandarin marathons. Just short, steady habits.
That's the key: consistency over intensity. You created what I call a language anchor. Just like brushing teeth or bedtime stories, it became predictable.
Exactly. Once Ethan knew what to expect, the resistance dropped. He didn't love every session, but he stopped fighting them. That alone was a huge win.
Predictability builds trust. And when kids trust the routine, their brain stops spending energy resisting and starts learning.
We also started tracking his learning visually. I printed a simple calendar and let him put a sticker every time he completed a session or used a new word in conversation. He loved that. He even named the calendar Mission Mandarin.
I love it. You brought autonomy and gamification into it without needing a fancy app.
Yeah, and over time the reward became the sticker itself, that sense of progress. And you know what? He started reminding me when it was Mandarin time.
That's the dream. And I want to pause here for our listeners. If you're caught in the jumping from tool to tool cycle, try what Marcus did. Set a short-term commitment with a long-term mindset. Not "we'll see if this works," but "this is our system for now."
Right. And honestly, I had to check my mindset too. I was the one chasing novelty. I wanted the newest app, the smartest method. But kids don't need bells and whistles, they need rhythm.
Yes, I always tell parents, learning is not a sprint, it's a beat. Find the beat and everything else can build on top of it.
Also, we got more realistic about our goals. We stopped saying Ethan will be fluent someday and started saying Ethan will engage with Mandarin 3 times a week. That shift alone relieved a lot of pressure.
That's so important. When your goal is consistency, not fluency, you actually create the conditions for long-term success. Fluency isn't built in leaps, it's built in layers.
Exactly. I don't care if he can write essays. I care that he doesn't dread hearing the language. I care that he smiles when he sings a song he recognizes.
That joy, that comfort is what keeps the door open. Let me summarize a few takeaways from your journey. First, commit to one method for 60 to 90 days. Avoid the urge to switch. Kids need stability more than perfection. Second, create a simple, repeatable routine. Same days, same time, short sessions. Language likes rhythm. Third, gamify progress with physical visuals. Use a calendar, stickers, or a paper chart. Let kids see their momentum. Fourth, redefine success. Focus on showing up, not mastery. Fifth, be patient with boredom. Repetition may feel dull to us, but it's what turns new sounds into memory. Marcus, your story is such a helpful reminder. Consistency isn't about being strict, it's about being steady. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you, Grace. I hope it encourages other parents to stop chasing the next shiny solution and start trusting the process.
That's the perfect message to end on. And to our listeners, if this episode gave you clarity, encouragement, or a fresh idea to try, please share it with a fellow parent or leave us a review. And if you're ready to create a sustainable Mandarin routine that fits your family, you can try a one-on-one Mandarin trial lesson at eChineseLearning.com with a coach who understands your child's pace and personality. Until next time, I'm Grace. Stay steady, stay supportive, and remember, small steps every week build a big future in language.